Whoa!
Journalists covering protests against George Floyd's death have been targeted, injured, tear-gassed, and arrested by police across the US. In an open letter, leading press groups pleaded with US law enforcement to halt the deliberate and devastating targeting of journalists in the field. Attacks on reporters by the police continued as President Donald Trump blamed lamestream media for the protests, calling journalists truly bad people with a sick agenda. Here are some of the attacks on journalists that were caught on camera.
I'm press!
I don't care, get down!
I am press!
I don't care, get down!
Vice News correspondent Michael Adams was pepper sprayed while he was on the ground, holding his press ID above his head. Freelance photojournalist and activist Linda Tirado was blinded in the left eye after being hit by a police projectile while covering the protests in Minneapolis.
I'm here.
Another police officer was seen firing pepper spray projectiles at a news crew during a live broadcast in Louisville, Kentucky. In California, a reporter was shot in the throat with a rubber bullet. And in New York, a Huffington Post reporter was also arrested during coverage of the protests, before being released.
This is proof!
In Minneapolis, an MSNBC reporter was targeted by police. Again in Minneapolis, a Deutsche Welle teen was threatened by the police.
We're press guys from DC. We have permission to be out here. Stop it!
I'm giving you the lawful order, drive away!
And later on, they were targeted by the police while on air.
We're press! This is press, guys! We're media! Stop shooting at us! We're in the middle of a live shot!
TRT World journalists have also been victims of the violence.
This is what getting shot with a quote-unquote non-lethal grenade looks like.
LA Times journalist Molly Hennessy Fisk recorded this video after being hit in Minnesota.
We identified ourselves as press, and they fired tear gas canisters on us at point-blank range.
Police attacks on US media have shocked many. CNN correspondent Omar Jimenez was arrested live on air and was led away in handcuffs. US Press Freedom Tracker said it is investigating more than 128 press freedom violations reported by journalists in the last few days, and as many as 60 incidents of journalists being assaulted or having their equipment damaged while covering these protests.